Guys, it's Lynn. I know it's been like a hella long time since I've made a video, and this video is going to be kind of an explanation as to why I haven't made a video in fucking forever. Um, and then I'm also going to let you know that what I'm currently doing in this video, but I'm also going to be kind of letting you know as to a couple of the videos that will be coming up. Um, So, yeah, I mean, as we all know, it is the 1st of January of the new year, 2014, and throughout 2013, it was a pretty exciting year for me, but since August, I started college. Um, I am currently attending Minnesota West. My first semester from August until December 16th was in Worthington 3 days a week, and then the rest of it was online. And I was doing the pre nursing classes. Um, but I have actually changed my major. Um, so, I finished up those classes, and quite honestly, I thought I was going to totally bomb like all of them. And it was like really, really crazy. Um, Yeah, I mean, I was taking a psychology class and an ethics class, a biology class. Did I say that? Biology, psychology, ethics, and comp. I was feeling pretty confident about comp and biology just because I really liked biology in high school, and I've really always loved science. But the comp, I was pretty confident about, but had you been asking me about college writing classes my, say, freshman or sophomore year in high school, I would have said, "Oh, hell no. That's not happening. Like, I'll never go to college if I have to take an English class. Like, it just wouldn't work." But my senior year, I did take a comp class with Jessie Shores. She was, still is. I absolutely adore her. My English teacher in high school at the Wyndham ALC. And during her comp class, it was only a semester long, and I learned so much. You have no idea. Like, oh my God. um, she finally made it click in my brain. Like, the steps on writing a research paper, writing an essay, how to organize it. Just everything. I was just so confused about all of it. And I guess it wasn't really because it was confusing, I guess, but Jessie finally just she was the teacher that finally was able to just take the time to sit and explain things to me. Not that I didn't get them, not that I'm stupid or anything, but my high school teachers at Jackson, they were dealing with a large amount of kids. And when you're in a public high school in a town like mine, and I'm sure that there are other towns that are just like mine where, you've got the kids that have money and you've got the kids that don't, and you've got the athletes and you've got the cheerleaders and all this, and then you've got the kids that are like me. And the teachers tend to play favorites, whether it's intentional or not. They tend to play favorites a little bit. And yeah, I mean, none of my teachers were able or maybe even wanted to just take the time and sit down and better explain it to me, and not really, not that they didn't explain it, but it was almost like when you'd ask questions, they'd be like, "Well, why the hell don't you get this?" Like, it's not that hard. Just being totally bitchy about it. And Jessie really broke it down, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that it was a small class. Um, so I really finally got it with Jessie, and I was able to succeed in pulling off an A in my college comp class, and uh, so that was a big win for me. Biology, seriously a breeze for me. I thought I bombed like every single exam, but I know our first exam I got like an 86 or something percent. And then the second exam, I got like a 90%. And then the third exam, which blew me the hell away because I was like, I didn't have any time to study. It was finals week and I was like cramming major. I didn't think that I passed that at all, but I actually got a 96% on that one. And I was like, oh my God, I was just really happy. Um, and then, so I ended up getting a B in that class. And I think a lot of it was just the tests not being like top notch on all of the tests. But most of it was easy points, and I really don't care that I got a B. Still a passing grade, you know. Now, see, if it was like a C or a D, I'd be concerned, or even just like a B minus. But I think that my B is fine. Ethics class, holy moly, we had to take an ethics class, and it's the medical portion of ethics, because there's like medical ethics, there's general ethics, and then there's, I don't even know, but the first quarter of the year or of the semester was just going over all of the ethical theories like utilitarianism, act utilitarianism, rule utilitarianism, Aristotle's moral theory, and Kantian ethics, emotivism, uh, ethical egoism, and ethical relativism, and cultural relativism, and all this other stuff. Um, and then the second half was actually digging in and looking at cases that um, that really kind of pushed the boundaries as, was this ethical, was this not ethical, um, but I didn't even really understand what ethics was before that, and now I really do have a better understanding. And I also have a book that can explain to me and everybody else exactly how to justify every single situation in life, good or bad, by any of the ethical theories in there. Some of it may not be ethical to justify, but oh well. I ended up getting an A minus in that class, and honestly, I was kind of surprised about that. I mean, I knew the discussions and everything were good, um, and like we had to do essay tests, so our tests, kind of like our exams in biology, but they were essays because this whole thing was online. This whole class was online, and then we had to do like between 3 and 5 questions or whatever per unit, um, and all of the, honestly, in ethics, every single bit of that could be interpreted differently depending on the person that is doing it. I know that some of my views were like off the wall 180, completely different than some of my classmates, but doing it online like that, you're not like dealing with all of the drama either with like your classmates and stuff, because you don't actually, like, you're not face to face. You can't interact face to face. So then you don't get like the bitchiness, I guess you could say, as it comes off. And so I thought it was really nice. And it actually ended up that I knew one of the girls in my ethics class. So it was really nice too, because I was able to kind of like ask her questions, because, I find that bouncing ideas off of people is just nice. Um, so yeah, I mean, I did really good in that class. And what was actually kind of funny is that um, our teacher for ethics online, he's employed to Minnesota West, but he actually lives in California. So, he's like, well, nana nana boo boo, you guys are getting snow and it's like 70 degrees here. And I'm like, come on, seriously. Um, yeah, I don't know. And I'm a big Saints fan, so, and he's like, oh yeah, we're all for the Vikings or whatever, even though he's in California. And uh, I said, well, the Vikings suck because the Saints are just amazing. And he's like, I think it's unethical for you to like the Saints. And I was like, I think it's unethical for you to not like the Saints. I guess my first semester kind of really broke the boundaries of the teacher-student relationship, I guess. We were able to call all of our teachers by their first names like we did in my high school, like at the ALC. But we also really were more friends. I don't know how to explain it. Like, there is that line of, the teacher student relationship, but it just didn't feel like I was being taught by a teacher, and not in a bad way. Like, I liked it a lot, actually. Yeah. And then my psychology class, I could not tell you the last name of the teacher. I know his first name is Vong, and his last name starts with an R. But if I tried to pronounce it, I'd probably butcher it. But he actually has a PhD in like a billion different areas. And I really struggled with that class. And I think maybe I was overthinking it a lot. And I honestly thought that I was going to fail that class. And we had to do this big, long individual project. And oh my God. it took me forever. Not only did we go from normal writing style like MLA that we learned all throughout high school, but they just throw APA writing style at you. And um, I'll show you right now. This book is all about writing in APA, which is the American Psychological Association. Apparently, they have their own like friggin' writing style, which is so stupid. Um, and I could have been overthinking that too because it's a lot simpler than it comes off. Um, and there wasn't a lot of points in that class either, but I actually got 100% on the individual project, so I was pretty proud about that. Considering I literally sat down with one of my classmates that I also knew because this was an ITV class, so I went to the campus here in Jackson, and he taught over a television from either the Worthington or Laverne campuses, and it was pretty weird actually. I don't know. There was a big language barrier too, and you know he's like Vietnamese or something. I'm not really sure. And he is a very intelligent man, and I respect him as, a guy with a PhD. Like, he's intelligent. Well, it kind of seemed like I would ask him to explain something to me. I would like email him and ask him to explain it, and he would give me a yes or no answer. So a lot of it I really was left to my own devices to try and figure these things out, and it really it kind of sucked. It kind of sucked a lot. Um, so my classmates and I, there was two other girls in my class, like in the Jackson campus, Brittany and Amanda. Brittany, I actually grew up with her and her younger brother, so I've known them a very long time. And then Amanda is from Storden, and I met her, and she's pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty freaking excited to go to the Jackson campus, considering my history with the Jackson crowd. But I think it's kind of more of a support system for me now that I know somebody at the campus that isn't from around here that isn't going to start shit, that isn't going to like cause a bunch of drama that doesn't need to be there. It's like we're college students, you guys don't have to act like you're in 6th grade. But yeah, I mean, I had a really hard time with the psychology class, and but I ended up getting an A- in that class too. So I'm very, very proud of myself. Uh, yeah. So I really have been literally hitting the books. I swear to God, I was like eating and breathing and sleeping books in class and school, and it was just insane. Um, so yeah, and then obviously, other than that, I have a full-time job. I did graduate high school, which was awesome. Um, you know, work and school has been crazy, and then the holidays came around, and I was having a lot of trouble with my computer, and oh my goodness, it was just crazy. So I'm sorry that I haven't been there to, make a video and talk to you guys, because I know that some of you kind of message me and they're like, well, when are you going to make another video? And I try. And sometimes it's like I don't even know what to film or what to record. I've been doing a lot of drawing lately, and besides, like over the break or whatever. Um, so it's like I don't really know what to record, and I don't really know what you guys want to see. I don't know anything. Um, yeah. So if you guys like want to give me a suggestion, I will leave my Twitter account, my Facebook. You obviously have my YouTube. I will leave all of that information in the description, and then you guys can, hit me up or something. I got access to it all the time, so it's no big deal. Yeah. The next couple of videos that will be coming up, I may record one right after this one. I'm really not sure. I'm going to be doing my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to kind of go over everything that happened in 2013, and I'm also going to do my 2013 favorites video. So I'll kind of like give you the favorite clothes or products and everything that I like, whether it be beauty or art supply related or computer related or whatever. I will do that. So If you guys would like to see more videos, I'm sorry I haven't had like a super whole lot of time of doing videos. Hopefully with this next semester coming up, I am taking one more class than I did last semester, but it's the same amount of credits, and I hopefully will have a little bit more time to do recording. So please let me know what you think. And I think too, Overlord Kratos, I talked to him the other day about setting up a modded server with the mods that I have on my vanilla Minecraft. So hopefully we can get that up and running and going, because that would be like super amazing. So then maybe we could do like a server play series or something. Yeah. So, like I said, let me know in the description what you want to do, what you'd like to see from me. Yeah. So, Happy New Year, everybody, and I will talk to you next time.
And I'm not proud of my address in the torn up